It is tempting to ignore or forget the limits that the Constitution imposes on us by pretending that the Constitution means whatever we want it to mean. But we take an oath to support and defend the Constitution, not to make the Constitution to support and defend us. The Constitution cannot limit government if government controls the Constitution.
Senator Orrin Hatch. He's with us now. Senator, how are you, sir?
Well, doing fine, Glenn. How are you?
I've been good. I'd be better if there were a room full of people standing behind you on this. I can't understand why the people who have sworn to take an oath, or sworn and taken an oath to make sure that they obey the Constitution and protect the Constitution, aren't even talking about it, except for you. Is there anybody on the other side of the aisle joining you?
Not anybody on the other side of the aisle. You know, what's amazing to me is that they, with this mandate that you have to buy a certain type of government-designed insurance, it's the first time in history that that this congressional enactment, if it ever passes, will require you to purchase something that you don't want to purchase. Now, that's pretty doggone bad.
It is, honestly, that you are not born free anymore if this passes. You have to purchase something that the government tells you to purchase just to be a legal citizen, correct?
Well, it's a question of liberty. You know, if the government can tell us what to do just because we're citizens and tell us that we have to purchase something just because we're citizens, then we've lost a great deal of liberty. And in this particular case, they're not only telling us what to do. You know, they sometimes use as an analogy, well, you have to buy car insurance in your state. Well, that's true because you want to drive a car and you make that choice. But if you don't want to drive a car and you don't want to buy that insurance, nobody in government can force you to do so.
Right.
Here we got that reverse where they can force you to buy health insurance that you don't want.
Do you think that the public option thing going over to Medicare is was the plan really from the beginning? I mean, I don't understand how they can say that they're going to pay for this health care by cutting Medicare and getting all the savings there and then expanding Medicare to get rid of the public option. You can't have it both ways. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Well, keep in mind, Medicare is $38 trillion in unfunded liability as we stand here today, and yet they want to take $500 billion out of Medicare to do another bankrupt program right off the start. And let me tell you, it's hard to believe that they're trying to do this to Medicare. And yeah, they're going to force you to go. Well, they're going to have people. You know, to qualify for Medicare, you have to be 65 years of age. They're going to change that to 55. I said from the beginning of this year, early in the year, I said what they're after is pushing more and more people into Medicaid and Medicare, and that way they can get to a single payer system faster, in other words, socialized medicine, and that's what they're trying to do.
When we come back, I want to talk to you a little bit about something, about what they're saying about Joe Lieberman, a friend of yours, and also what you think Joe Lieberman might do. Is he going to join you? Back in just a second.